Let's talk about a particular shot that didn't miss but went in. May 12th, 2019, Game 7 at Toronto. The Kawhi Leonard shot ends the Sixers season. What if that shot had not gone in? A good friend of mine who was a media member was at that game, and he swears that had the game gone into overtime, he said Toronto was gassed and the Sixers would have won and advanced to the conference finals. Um, what is your take? If that shot had not gone in, would the Sixers have won? Would they have advanced? And to add more to that, would you have stayed with the team because you went on to sign with New Orleans the following season?
Well, I would have stayed with the team, even if I wanted to stay with the team. That was my mindset going into free agency that year. First of all, we would have had to win overtime. We had played. I think we were either 3-1 or 2-2 against the Bucks. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know we had lost to them though late in the regular season at home. I think for me individually, I think because of the way that the Bucks guarded me, I would have had a good series that series. They played Brook in that heavy drop, and so all those DHOs with Ben or with Joel, I got great looks. I also think defensively it was a better matchup series for me. And so I think the thought process going into that free agency was like, we got to beat the Raptors, which was weird because we all knew Kawhi was leaving. And so they signed Al and they signed Josh Horford. Or, we got to beat the Celtics potentially because they got big wings. And so, I think that hurt me in free agency, which is fine. They went in opposite direction. I have no ill will towards anyone about that.
Mm-hmm.
Teams have to make decisions. Players have to make decisions.
But do you think, let me just stop you. Do you
Yeah.
think things would have been different for the
Yes.
Sixers?
Yeah,
And
that's what I was going to say.
would they have kept everyone together and not
Yeah.
let Jimmy Butler go and all of that?
Yeah, I think there's a more likely outcome where we run it back essentially. Even if we had just made the conference finals, I think that's more likely outcome that we run it back. But you never know. You never know. Look, the thing about our sport is that it's not played on paper. It's played on the court. It's played in locker rooms. The interpersonal stuff is so important, and the dynamic between different players is so important. So potentially, yeah, they would have run it back, but potentially they wouldn't have. I don't know. I think if we win a championship, they have no choice but to run it back. Again, you're talking about a year where Clay gets hurt, Kevin Durant gets hurt, so maybe they don't get hurt, maybe we lose. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In